Sometimes the biggest lessons in life come in the smallest packages, in the things that we often overlook, and I caught myself meditating a lot on that this week. I'm making these clay figurines. That's a hummingbird. And we're studying pollinators. Pollinator unit for my daughter's homeschool class. And here is a little ladybug. So I'm gonna go paint these, finish them up, and it's just a little thing that they can have like while we're going over the lessons, and just thought it'd be a cute little bonus. I feel like we have all gone through a period where we have felt insignificant in whatever role it is that we're partaking in. And it's funny how God always comes against human understanding. And we see that a lot in nature. Bees specifically. Bees actually make up $15 billion of the valued amount of crops every year. And I think that's pretty amazing because they are so small and they seem so insignificant, but they're so vital in the role of the ecosystem. And I feel like a lot of you are bees, are critters, are pollinators on the earth. And you think that you are small, but you don't actually realize what role and influence you are playing in the kingdom of God. Sometimes it's important, it's part of your well-being to take breaks and just be in solitude, just you and God, and have a moment of deep gratitude for everything that the day had to bring. And sometimes you have so much to say to God in prayer, but sometimes prayer is just, here I am, enjoy my presence as much as I enjoy yours. And, I think we forget that the Lord, that Jesus, that God delights in us and delights in us as a creation, and he just wants to be with us, I look at my husband and sometimes, I think of my husband and sometimes we just want to chill. We just want to be next to each other, sometimes not doing anything at all. But the presence, the feeling of having that person next to you is enough. And I talk so much, as you guys probably know, and I talk to God so much. And sometimes, I just want to chill with him. And that's okay too. That is a form of meditative prayer. That is a form of fellowship. I feel like as humans, we get in our heads a lot about feeling insignificant to God and just feeling like, I'm just dust, right? We are just dust. I know, was it David was like, I'm just a worm, And sometimes I do feel like a worm. But there's a difference between understanding our place in the universe, or as created beings, and understanding our value. So just because we are small, we are dust, we are worms, does not mean that our value is quantified in how small we are, because God died for us. We have value because the most valuable being in the universe says so. And sometimes it's as simple as that. He says so, and we can just rest in that and realize that God enjoys us. He enjoys his creation. And it helps us not be so hard on ourselves, I know there are seasons of feeling insignificant. And I know I'm not the only one that has felt this way, but in the grand scheme of things, Jesus died for us because he wanted to spend eternity with us. That is special. That is love. That is enough. Okay, I have my package in my art class, and I'm starting next week. I'm so excited to teach little ones how to paint, palettes for color mixing, and we got paintbrushes. And as I prepare these paint supplies for the kids in my art class, I continue on that same train of thought and, remember how important it is to pour into the little ones, because these are the greatest in the kingdom of God. These are those that will see the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven actually belongs to the children. And I think this is direct, but it's also a metaphor to humility and the heart posture that God values, because it's not about being insignificant. It's about being small and still carrying that grace of humility that God is able to use to increase you. Hi guys, this vlog was kind of all over the place, but I kind of just went in it with no real direction and kind of just recorded what I wanted to record, and a theme kind of unfolded. I guess that's just how God works, right? He uses everything so intentionally, and every moment, regardless of how mundane it appears, there is something to be discovered in those places. And that's something that I've learned to be very mindful and intentional of every moment, big or small, because all things were created for him, by him, and through him. And so if you look hard enough or mindfully enough, God is in those places that you often overlook, outside of yourself and within yourself as equally. So I hope you enjoyed these random musings, and I will see you on my next vlog. God bless you guys. See you later.